Good Wednesday evening, everybody. Welcome on in. We hope you are all having a fantastic week so far. It was a snowy Wednesday here in the Midwest, oddly enough, but we are here. We are ready to rock and get some baseball breaks filled up this evening. We do have a little bit of room to go in our breaks tonight. The code isn't working. Uh-oh. Hold on. That might explain a lot. Timeout. Yep, that explains a lot. Helps if pick your team is selected. There you go. Now it works. Oh, boy. Good times. Yep. Yep. We can see if that works now with the code. I don't know. It should, hopefully. I'm going to test it myself. You card. Look at that. It works. Technology. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Well, anyway, now that we have the code working and we have the rest of everything kind of cleaned up and ready to rock, this is what we have on the board here. This is the brand new release here tonight. It is 2025 Bowman Draft Baseball, a 4-hobby box. Pick your team break. The paper base randomed to 2 spots in the break. There are 12 autos in total, as there are 3 Chrome Prospect autograph cards per box. We also have a dual hobby box BOGO tiered break if you want to get into something that gets you 2 teams for the price of 1. Got 12 spots left in that. And then on top of that, a couple of the Panini products here. Optic Football, the hobby has been pushed back, but we have the blasters in a 5-blaster, triple team tiered. So you get 3 teams per spot there, 7 spots left to go in that one. And another new release, it is 2025 Select Baseball, 6 boxes of Hobby Select, and you can get 2 teams into 6 boxes of that. There are 2 autographs or memorabilia cards per box. Oh, 3 autographs, excuse me. 3 autographs and or 2 or memorabilia cards per box on average. So $59 gets you 2 teams into 6 hobby boxes of Select Baseball. But again, the big one here, the Bowman Draft, there it is, ready to go. Also have some Breaker's Delight of Bowman Draft up on the wall as well. I'm not sure how much those are selling for. Those would be personal boxes. So let's see here. See what we can find here. Let's see. Shopping. $9.75. $9.75 is the cost on the Breaker's Delight. Would be fun to do like an AL versus NL of that. I know it's a huge price tag. Or we do dual divisions maybe. What would be dual divisions? It'd be 100 and 130, 140, something like that. How many divisions are 6? Can't do math in my head. 162. See, there's only 6 divisions. I'm thinking 8 like the NFL. I'm like, oh, there's 8 divisions in baseball. No, there's not. East, Central, West. AL, NL. Duh. So while we take a wait and see approach on what we've got for the Bowman Draft, let's see here. Eli Willett's going to be the main chase here, the number 1 overall pick for the Washington Nationals. He's got 23 cards in this set. Top's going to put Ethan Holiday actually in 2026 Bowman. So he's not in Bowman Draft, which is a little bit odd because you look at the rest of the top 10, the majority of them are here. Tyler Bremner, the 2nd overall to the Angels. Cade Anderson, the 3rd overall to the Mariners. Liam Doyle, The 5th overall to the Cardinals, Seth Hernandez, 6th overall to the Pirates, and Jamie Arnold, 11th overall to the A's. There's also a couple of other young high school players as well in the top 10 that are also in this product. JoJo Parker for the Blue Jays, 8th overall. Steele Hall, 9th overall to the Reds, and Billy Carlson, 10th overall to the Chicago White Sox. So there's really your big top 10 there in terms of the top chase cards. A couple others that are in there that could end up being bigger down the road. Ethan Frey for the Astros, Charles Duvallin for the Dodgers, Dex Kilby for the Yankees, Mitch Voigt for the Mets, Sean Gamble for the Royals, and Xavier Nayens for the Astros. So there's a decent amount of the top names from the 2025 MLB draft that are in this product. And on top of that, a really cool one. And I got to see, have they been purchased yet? I got to go back and look. I believe they were. Yes, they were. Dan Marino has Royals autos in this as a throwback to when he was drafted by the Royals in the 4th round. So that is a little bit different of a play there, but a fun one. If we do end up pulling one of those, I'm going to be really excited. I think that'll be an entertaining one, to say the least. But that is Bowman Draft Baseball, the top chasers there. So 13 teams left. As for who those 13 teams are, the Angels, the Astros, the Blue Jays, Braves, Giants, Guardians, Marlins, Mets, Orioles, Padres, Phillies, Pirates, and Red Sox. So that is the list there. We'll get an EB dub started for this as well. I think that's something that we need to do just to keep things moving and grooving here tonight. So we're going to get that built out and set up here for everybody. So give us a few minutes. We will build out that EB dub. Got to do some math along the way too. All right. EB Dub is now live, folks. EB Dub is now live. So that's going to bring us down just to 5 teams that are left. We put some pretty good teams in that EB Dub, mind you. Pirates, Angels, Blue Jays, and Red Sox. The Pirates, we're going for well over $200. So you have a chance to get them for $59.99. $59.99. The Blue Jays were well over $100. The Angels were $129. The Astros and Red Sox were in the 90s. The Orioles were going for $79. So a chance to get some of the top teams in this break for cheap, to say the least. So the EB Dub is activated and ready to rock. What up, Carter? How goes it, sir? Down to 6 on the Optic Blasters. See if we can find some other things to rip to pass the time here tonight, too. There was some interesting news that happened today. I'm finding it very, very difficult to believe that the Niners are really not closing the possibility on Fred Warner returning from a fractured and dislocated right ankle this weekend. Fractured and dislocated ankle, October 12th. We're going on 3 months, and he's able to come back? That's crazy. There's no way. It's like freak of nature type stuff if he's able to return at all this season. Dante Moore not going into the draft. I'm still trying to I can't believe that. Going back to Oregon? Because didn't Dylan Raiola just announce he was transferring there too? So it's like, what are you gonna do? And hours after Moore's announcement, 4-star Oregon quarterback signee Bryson Beaver told ESPN that he intends to enter the transfer portal. Bryson Beaver. God, can you imagine that being a name? So did he think he was going to be like starting as a rookie or as a freshman? The rest of his offers weren't like incredible by any means. He had Utah, UNLV, San Jose State, Ole Miss, Nevada, Hawaii, Florida Atlantic, Coastal Carolina, and Boise State. 4-star prospect, 208th overall. Hey Ron, yes, that's exactly how it works. So with draft, it's a little bit different because of the cards. So with our pick your team breaks, the way that it will work with Bowman Draft, because there are so many cards, all of the paper-based cards are going to be randomed to 2 spots in the break. So all of the paper base, no matter what team it is, will be going to 2 spots, just kind of split evenly. But all of the chrome cards, all of the autos, all of the inserts will be going to the teams that are purchased outright. So if you pick the Pirates, you'll get all those chrome cards, autographs, inserts, etc. And then you'll be randomed in among with the other 30 teams to potentially get all the extra base, since the base are very prolific, to say the least. You bet, Carter. I was looking at it. I didn't know where, I should have texted you. I'm like, we're not breaking anything right off the bat. That's okay. Also, the the discount code we put out didn't work. We need the pick your team button or checkbox wasn't checked off. And I set up the coupon so it only worked on pick your team breaks. I'm like, why is nobody buying this? Oh, okay. It all makes sense now. No, I fixed it. We're good. I didn't even realize it until I got on air and Matt mentioned something, and I'm like, oh, crap. Well, that wasn't supposed to work that way. That's okay, though. We figured it out. I thought for sure, though, I'll be honest, I thought for sure you would have bought the Royals in a heartbeat in this break. And you didn't, which I'm frankly stunned over that you didn't. I thought that wasn't even going to see the light of day once you built that break. Fair. They were one of the first teams to go. Yeah. I was gonna say that was a pretty quick purchase. But as soon as I saw that Dan Marino was in it, I'm like, whoa. You are paying up for Billy Carlson. That is correct. Hey, he's a top 10 pick. Just think if Major League Baseball didn't have screwy rules, you could have Eli Willits. We got plenty of personal boxes that are available as well if anybody is curious about specific things that are on the wall. Hey, I mean, that worked out for the Brewers. Oh, man. What in the... Somebody found a 2018 Bowman blaster at GameStop for $170. That's messed up. There are a lot of shortstops this year. I was looking at the list because I had to jog my memory on who the top prospects are. It's a lot of pitchers. I mean, you got Bremner, Anderson, Doyle, Hernandez, and Arnold. They were all top 11. And then Parker, Hall, and Carlson went back to back to back. at 8, 9, and 10. I mean, Carlson's considered like one of the top chases in this. I can't believe that they gave him 6.2 mil in the draft. That is very un-White Sox-esque. Not exactly something I would expect them to do. But we got to sell some spots to get there, folks. We got 4 teams left in the Bowman Draft Baseball. If you want a chance, here are the Giants, Guardians, Mets, and Phillies, the 4 teams that are left, ranging in price from $49 to $85. Again, you can get 15% off with tonight's promo code, which is TSB Draft. So you can save on top of the prices there. Or, like I said, we have the Pick Your Team Everybody Wins up on the board as well, $59.99 for a chance at some of the very top teams in the break, including the Pirates, Angels, and Blue Jays, all of which have players inside those top 10 that we just went over. 6 spots left in our Optic Blasters. Right there. There she is. 5 of those. Look for some downtown duos. And then 12 spots left in our BOGO tiered select baseball half case break. Oh, Bulls and Jazz, 94 all at the end of the third. Bulls are kind of a weird team for me right now. I still can't put like my finger on them. 18 and 21, 11 and 9 at home. Got spanked by the Rockets. Beat the crap out of the Mavericks, but the Mavericks are bad this year. I honestly couldn't even tell you who the top teams in the NBA are by standings. I think it's the Spurs, the Thunder, Nuggets. Exactly. Who cares? The Bears are still playing football. It's going to be a good game on Sunday. I'm excited for it. For all of the cold weather that is expected on Sunday night for Bears Rams, man, it's going to be good. I'm curious and seeing that Ben Johnson is being the psychopath that he is. He's making him play and practice outside with no heaters to get him used to the cold weather. Which, in the grand scheme of things, like it's probably not a bad idea. Yeah, Puka scares me, as does Devontae Adams if he's anywhere close to healthy from his hamstring. So how did he do last week? I don't even know if I really looked to see what he did against the Panthers. Let's take a look. 5 for 72, so respectable. Puka Nacua, 10 catches for 111 yards. Everybody else had 2 or 1 catch. Higbee, Parkinson both had 2. Williams and Corum both had 2. What I'm curious about is just like the Bears run D. And we talked about this on the Bear Report last night too, is this being the first time that this season that Dennis Allen has had both C.J. Gardner-Johnson, if he can clear concussion protocol, which I'm hoping he'll be able to, and Kyler Gordon healthy in the same game, and what that's going to do for blitz packages and just overall run defense. The Bears might be able to make the Rams one-dimensional. They might be able to. Not saying they will, but it's possible. I haven't seen any updates on CJ, GJ here. Estimated as full participant. Okay. All right. Wednesday's walkthrough practice. So that is positive news. I'm still baffled that they got the Sunday night game. That they're gonna push. Like someone needs to explain this to me. That they're gonna push the two matchups with the Niners and the Seahawks and the Broncos and the Bills to Saturday and make the Bills and the Niners play on short weeks. Kind of a messed up situation, NFL. At least move one of them to Sunday. Like, I get the Texans and the Patriots because the Texans are playing on Monday night. But at the same time, it's like, really? The Bears and Rams should be playing on Saturday. It's just a standard week for them. They go Saturday to Saturday. I don't know if it's because they didn't want to give them the extra rest heading into an NFC championship, but that doesn't make any sense either with the Saturday game. I don't know. They just need to condense the schedule again. The fact that there's a Monday wild card game again, or now is stupid. And I get they want all eyes on every single game. They don't want to have duplicate games going on. But I don't know. Like, it just... Do 2 triple headers. Do a Saturday and Sunday. Get rid of the Monday. Like, it's so dumb. I get it sucks, and it's a lot more eyeballs on a Monday night versus a Saturday at noon. But you got to do better than that. Like, you guys just don't. It's a disadvantage thing almost, especially going up against teams that are coming off of a bye last week, so super rest, and then you stick 2 teams on short rest. It's ridiculous. The whole thing's ridiculous. That's my rant. All right, 4 teams to go in Bowman Draft Baseball, along with 15 in our EB dub here tonight. A chance at the Pirates, Angels, Blue Jays, and Red Sox on the cheap compared to where they normally go. $59.99 for that EB dub. We got the Select Baseball. We've got the Optic Hobby Blasters. Rant on. Well, we're not doing much else right now, so hey, why not? We'll see if we can find something to rip, though. We got to find something to rip. Have some fun with something. Let's see what's up on the shelf. What could get pushed? We could do some... What is that over there? Actually, I don't know what that is. There is something that caught my eye that I wasn't exactly sure what it was. I'm trying to picture what it could be because, like, is it Squishimals? Well, see, that's the other thing about the Rams, too, is, actually, you know what? We're going to look this up. See how many other things we can... That doesn't even have any of the information that we want. Team stats offense. Here we go. This is what we need. Sacks. The Rams are just as, and this coming from a team that has a not mobile quarterback like the Bears. The Rams have only allowed 23 sacks this year. The Bears have allowed 24. And we all know very well that that 24 number could be a lot higher. So that's good for second and third best in the league. So that's pretty darn good. Because the other thing that honestly kind of worries me more than anything is, like, defensively. The Rams have, like, a ton of pressures. And they are 7th in sacks this year with 47. Steelers, Vikings, Lions, Browns, Falcons, and Broncos had more. So they get after the quarterback. They have a ton of pressures. Like a ton. But being the key here, kind of middle of the pack against the pass. They're about even keel with the Bears in terms of passing yards allowed. And then rushing, they're actually they're decent. I don't know. Like, the cold weather, I think, is going to be the factor more than anything. Final teams on sale. What kind of sale? Oh, that's a pretty good sale. All right. Giants at 75, Guardians at 42, Mets at 49, Phillies at 62. So that's where we stand. Let's see if we can go find something to rip. Let's see what we can find. 1 second. All right. I'm back. we can have some fun ripping some stuff. This is a oldie but a goodie, or not really an oldie, but the time has passed. It's definitely not immaculate. Get rid of that. It's mosaic holiday boxes. Red, white, stripe rookies. As we wait for all the fun to rip, it's also grand in the hand. That's why I'm kind of surprised. Like grand in the hand is thing there. Who do we get here? We got Jamar Chase. It's our ornament. Stick him right here on the camera. He's always staring. Brock Bowers. Our guy here. It is Walter Nolan. It's our red and white stripe for the Cardinals. Shiny. Ryan Thomas, Bijan, and Kendre Miller. Just zoom in, and it's just Jamar Chase staring at everybody. I don't think I can zoom in very far on this though. Yeah, I'm already zoomed. Like, look how far I can go in and out. Like, that's it. So I got to bring Jamar Chase to you. And he's all blurry. We'll go back to the big board. We had our fun for a second. Still sitting at 15, 4, 6, 12, and 12. Oh, Bull's pulling away. Well, that's good. 116, 107. I did hear there was a new Pokemon release coming out. The end of this month, finally. Ascended Heroes. Ooh, a Dragonite. Okay. Stellar Terra Pokemon EX. Hmm. So it's like it's like a comic almost. A comic design. Interesting. Okay. There's a Charizard in the artwork too, which means there is a Mega Charizard. Mega Charizard Y. So there was a Mega Charizard X. Now there's a Mega Charizard Y, but there's also the Mega Gengar full art in this one. So that'll be the big chase. I'm trying to see if there's just any. I don't think they really have any other cards out just yet, like the designs. It's the 30th. There's 78 secret rares or full arts that are a part of the set. I'm just looking over everything. I mean, there's some that are okay. These are pretty legitimate. I also find it really funny that for the Japanese set, you know, you have some of the cards where there's like the Japanese text across the front. The Japanese cards have English across the front, and it looks really weird. Not sure how to feel about that. But there's a Mega Dragonite, a Mega Charizard Y, a Mega Dragonite. So there's two gold cards in this. Mega Charizard Y and the Mega Dragonite. There is another Team Rocket's Mewtwo. This is going to be a big set. Man, that's going to be one of those that people go after. Then there's Mega Evolution Perfect Order. That's going to be in March. Something tells me that's not going to be as sought after, but I could be wrong. Mega Zygarde. Legendary Pokemon. I don't even know if I've ever heard of Zygarde. Mega Clefable. Mega Starmie. Eh. Okay. That one might be kind of a letdown. We'll see, though. Who knows? Thought for sure with all the snow we'd be or in the cold. People wouldn't be out and about tonight, but lo and behold, lo and behold. I'm going to get some water, though. Hold on. All righty. Oh, the Bulls. What is with the Bulls and trying to blow every stupid lead that they possibly can? Oh my gosh, it was tied? What in the world? And then Kobe White out of bounds, bad pass turnover. The pain that I feel trying to understand this freaking team, man. The Bulls are an enigma. And I don't get. And they tied it. Oh my gosh. Driving layup, 3 seconds. Man, I tell you what. Where's this darn team at on here? There we go. We got to watch the Bulls blow the game. Got to watch it happen. $23 seconds and a timeout. Jeez Louise. I just horrendous defense. So bad. So bad. Oh, man. Blackhawks playing tonight? Well, if they got Bedard back, things seem to be a little bit more stable. They still aren't the greatest team out there, but they're in the hunt. I think they're 3 back of the wild card. Excuse me, 4 back, but they got 3 teams in front of them. Also not ideal. But like I said, getting a guy like Connor Bedard back is going to be huge for them. They've been doing okay, but they went on a stretch there where they lost like 10 of 12. They've been playing better as of late. That was the sloppiest go-ahead basket I've ever seen in my life that the Bulls just pulled off. Like 2 out-of-bounds saves. And Vooch just sitting under the basket. Like, oh, I'm open. I'm here. These teams are so bad. They're so bad defensively. Incredible pass, don't get me wrong. That was just so, I don't know. 4 seconds left. Why are they zoomed in on this dude? Who is this? That was just such terrible defense. So there's 4 seconds left. The Jazz get to advance the ball. No one's open. There it is. Shooting for the win. The 3, the fade. No good. Game over. Bulls win. Wanted the foul. Didn't get it. Yeah, that's not a foul. That was just a terrible shot. Air ball. Shorted the crap out of it. Unbelievable. Good times. Good times. So the other NFL games, we talked about the Bears and Rams earlier. So you got Buffalo, Denver, which is going to be a good one on Saturday. Buffalo, Denver, and Denver at 3:30, and then San Francisco, Seattle on Fox at 7. So the Bears will be playing, and whether or not they're going to be hosting the NFC Championship game, depending on the outcome of that one. Then Houston, New England, Sunday afternoon. There's a lot of people that think New England is going to win that game. I am not one of them. Like Houston's defense is scary. Scary good. And the New England defense is not as potent, in my mind, as a healthy Steelers defense. I don't know. I think the Houston offense has something to prove after last week. We'll see. Buffalo, Denver, Houston, New England in the AFC, San Francisco, Seattle, Chicago, LA in the NFC. So kind of just a weird fact. The fact that you have 3 teams from one division in the divisional round is crazy. 12-5, 14-3, and 12-5. All from one division. Crazy stuff. See, Ohio State's losing a ton of players to the NFL draft this year. Just lost one of their linebackers, Sonny Styles. So that's 4 now, maybe 5. Arvell Reese, so that's another linebacker. So they got 2 of their linebackers gone. Caleb Downs, one of the top safeties. Carnell Tate, a wide receiver, and Caden McDonald, a defensive tackle. All 5 ranked in the top 20 of Mel Kiper's latest big board. That's rough. Yeah, so Reese is projected to go to the Titans at 4. Carnell Tate to the Giants at 5. Why would the Giants need another wide receiver? I sometimes I just love to try and understand where everyone's minds are at with these picks. Caleb Downs to the Bengals at 10 and Sonny Styles to the Cowboys at 12. So that would be 4 Ohio State players in the top 12. And Caden McDonald to the Jets at 16. So it's 5 in the top 16. This is the current projection. I don't know. As long as the I don't even know who. I mean, it's never too early for mock drafts, especially now that more of the board is shaking out. A lot of edge rushers for the Bears in the first round, just across the board on where projections are at. T.J. Parker, Clemson kid. Being projected a lot of places. And who's the other one here? It is, see if I can find him. There's a Texas A&M edge rusher. I'm not going to be able to find him now. Cassius Howell. This one is Caden McDonald to the Bears. Defensive tackle. They don't need a D tackle. They need an edge rusher. Or a linebacker. I wouldn't mind a linebacker. If Sonny Styles dropped to the Bears, I'd be all over that. Can you imagine if, like, Jeremiah Love goes to the Chiefs at 9 as their new running back? I would, everything about that I would hate, but it would be such a good fit. It would be so frustrating, though. So frustrating to watch. Got a little bit of movement down to 2 teams outside of the EB Dub. EB Dub's got 11 spots. The select baseball is down to 10. I was saying, haven't been on air since all the fun over the weekend. Specifically in baseball, since we're waiting for the Bowman Draft to fill. The Cubs finally acting like a not frugal team. Alex Bregman, 5 years, 175. I didn't realize he was 31 years old already. Little up there in age. Had a okay season last year. Was injured for a bit of it. So you got a hot corner bat. Decent average. 273 for the Red Sox last year. As you look at those first few seasons with Houston back in like 18, 19, hit 41 homers in 2019. Haven't really looked at him as much of a fielder, though. So third base fielding percentage was 969. So his defensive WAR was 0.5. .969. I'm curious. I don't know if your player fielding. We'll go third baseman. So that would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eighth best. The problem is Matt Shaw was ahead of him. Matt Shaw had a better fielding percentage than Alex Bregman. But the other problem is Matt Shaw could not hit the ball and would go ridiculous lengths of time without being able to hit anything. He's also 7 years younger. So that's like one of those trade-offs is like where are I'm still not even sure what the Cubs opening day lineup's going to look like. That's going to be a doozy. Brian Hayes led all third basemen? Really? Alex Bohm, Michael Garcia, Caleb Durbin, Josh Young, Ryan McMahon, Jose Ramirez. Huh. The range factor is the other big thing, is like, it's an identical range factor. The errors, I think, are really the biggest difference. Matt Shaw had 7. Alex Bregman had 9. But Matt Shaw had a lot more innings. 1,010 to 972. Total chances. Putouts. Assists. Yeah, I mean, it... I'm not sure how that's going to work. I don't know if there's been any more news. I mean, the Cubs have been aggressive this year. And now there's talk that they're going to trade Nico Horner. That feels like a terrible, terrible idea. What do you want to open? We got plenty of boxes. Just not enough spots sold right now. We got some Pokemon over on the shelf. We got some megas, some update megas. Yeah, a little bit of everything. The huge. Yeah, we got Topps blasters. Some Topps Chrome blasters. Or if you want to really get into the nitty gritty, we got Archives blasters. One of each update mega. Sounds good. The Fanatics is 70. The hold on. Yeah, 70 each. Just one mega. All right, do you want Fanatics or do you want regular? I think you did the Fanatics last time, or you started off with that. I don't know the difference between the two, other than the Topps refractor and the X-fractor. Fan? Got it. To the board. Christian Koss, Topps Fractor, and a Will Smith. Silver PCA All-Star. Rylan Thomas, Topps Fractor, and a wave, Blaine Krim for the Rangers. Shohei, Fortune 15. Randall Grichuk and Luke Keschel on the wave. Luis May and Taylor Rogers. A couple more Topps Fractors. Three packs to go. King Tuck on the 90s throwback. Tim Tawa, silver. James Wood. How about that? Hyper James Wood. Okay. I'll take that. Cade Stroud and Roki Sasaki. Last pack, Nick Kurtz. There we go. Chris Bubik. Wyatt Langford, power players. Dalen Lyle, Topps Fractor, and a Connor Thomas, silver for the Brew Crew. There you are, sir. Appreciate you. All righty. Well, unfortunately, folks, it is looking like we are not going to be close to getting anything ripped tonight. These happen every once in a while, and that's okay. But we will roll everything over to Friday night, the Select, the Optic, the Bowman Draft with our EB Dub and the Bowman Draft itself, both the Pick Your Team and the Dual Hobby Box BOGO break. And we will be here ready to rip on Friday evening. 24 Panini Blasters. For football, we might. Let me do a scan of the wall here. One second. We might have some. Not Prism, but we do have this. We have a Select Blaster. There's one Select Blaster. We do not have any Prism from 24. We have 25 Prism Blasters, just not 24. 55. The Prism Blasters are 59 for the 2025. Or if you're feeling really spicy, we do have a 24 Select International Hobby Box. That's a little bit more expensive, though, to say the least. Yeah, that comes in at that's $825 for that Hobby International of Select 24. All right, so we'll do the select and one of the prisms. Give me number 1 through 4 for the prisms. Okay. All right. 25 prism, 24 select. Let's get to ripping. Start with the 2025. Good luck, sir. Miles Garrett, a Jim Kelly Orange Ice, Graham Mertz Orange Ice, Lance Briggs, Clay Matthews Silver, Clay Matthews the second, not the third. Jeffrey Simmons, three packs to go. James Lofton, Jade Barron, Chris Dishman. That is a very hodgepodge group of players in that pack. Young and old. All right, final of the 25 Prism. Emergent Jackson Dart, Woody Pay, and Kaimi Fairbairn. Do pick up a Jackson Dart insert. Not bad. We'll flip gears over to the select. Let's find some rookie QBs. Some good parallels. The straggler box. Usually the straggler boxes will surprise. See if that's the case here. Nico Collins, Darnell Mooney, Malachi Corley. Brown, Howie Long, Roquan Smith on the green and yellow. Minka, Herbert, Caleb Williams, future, and Stephon Diggs. So picking up a Caleb rookie. The prices on Caleb rookies have gone through the roof the last couple weeks. For obvious reasons. Marvin Harrison Jr. silver die cut for the Cardinals on the concourse. Two packs to go. Let's see what else we can find here. Kamani Vidal, Jonathan Taylor, and Matt Stafford. Give us some color here. What we got? Jordan Davis, Malik Neighbors, rookie. A numbers Lamar Jackson, and Ray McLeod, green and red. So Malik Neighbors, rookie. Marvin Harrison Jr., silver die cut. A numbers Lamar Jackson. And a Caleb Williams future. There you go, sir. You bet. Thank you, Dustin. Alrighty. We'll just do one quick last look at the board in case 2024 Chrome update. No. Just 2025. Yeah, in terms of 2024 product, trying to see what's up there. We have Bowman Chrome U football, college football megas. Honestly, that might be it for 2024 of any sport. Yeah. Just Bowman Chrome U megas. But we are still a little far from ripping anything else here tonight. We have 11 spots left on the EB Dub, 12 on our dual box BOGO tiered of Bowman Draft, 6 from our 2025 Optic Football Hobby Blaster break, 2 spots left in our Pick Your Team break, and then 10 more in the 2025 Select Baseball 6-box half-case BOGO tiered break. So there are plenty of spots left to go, which unfortunately means we are going to be pushing tonight's lineup over to Friday for what we have on the board, and we'll have some more fun stuff to come. I believe, are there any let's see here. See if there's any new releases coming on Friday. That'd be the 16th. A whole lot of nothing. Yeah, not too much happening really either this week or next week, which is shocking. Donruss Optic Football is now the 26th. Is that what we have listed? We have the 28th. We'll see if that actually holds, but we'll be doing that. And, apologies to everybody if you're waiting out for the nights to fill up, but that is not going to be the case here. So that is going to be it for tonight. We do appreciate each and every single one of you for hanging out with us tonight and making it happen. So we will be moving everything over and getting ready to rock and roll Friday night with Grand in the Hand as it continues, going all the way through January 23rd here at Top Shelf. Chance at some really awesome prizes and much, much more. So have a good rest of your week. We'll talk to you on Friday. Take care.